Fighter 6. Fighting ground. Practice. Training. Training room.
I've been a failure, I've been a success. I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. Smart shot. But like I'm trying, I learned all lessons.
A new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The drive parry was successful. The parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Gets the jump in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Solid combo. Goes for the jump in. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. A deficit here. Can they turn the tide? Both fighters plan KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can fill themselves a streak.
A new challenger.
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Gotta do this.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. What are they thinking here? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity, decides to meet them in the air. Neither of them takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Fires off in overdrive. Feeling out the spacing. Does a good job of pushing back. The kick hits! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Brushes that off and keeps going. Nice cross-up. Experiencing burnout. Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 has a slight life lead. This is gonna be bad news. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout. Just goes for it at this range. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Gotta do better than that. Blocks it. Anti-air in the front. Good job escaping that danger. Adds a bit of OD spice to the KO. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Dashes. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Tries to throw but doesn't connect. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Oh, gets him. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. It converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Just goes for it at this range. Super clutch corner switch. Now, can they finish the job? From upstairs. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this. Looking to impress with this super. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 2 proved to be the victor in that mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Will that drive impact get punished? The drive parry was successful. Parrying attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. The throw hits, now the fun begins. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 2 get KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Just out of range for that throw. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Risky up-close scrap still going. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner game. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Blocks it. Life lead is there. Burnout activates. Both fighters, what a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Nothing stops this train! Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Taking chunks out of each other here. Dragon Lash! Player 1 has a full drive gauge but is on the brink of death. Whoa! Critical art now? Turns out, noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Uses their drive gauge. The brain on this fighter to fish for the counter in that situation. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Dumps him! Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Finds the target. Jumps. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Were they baiting them into that? Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. The low kick connects. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. All right, what's coming up next? I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Holds out with the block. Throws them to negate the block. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Combo with the target combo. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Early round decisions are experiencing burnout. Can't tech the throw. Perfect parry. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Burnout activates. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. The drive's off the table. What else have they got? Blocks it. Decides to meet them in the air. Both fighters planning something? Burnout dissipates. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 2, the low kick hits. Connects with the throw. Zones with the fireball. Reads the jump in perfectly. Takes the ball. Oh, here we go. They gotta dig down deep. Kick out of nowhere. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Quick dashing. Takes the chance to hurt him. Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Deftly shuts out the jump. Not so fast. Decides to go in with the target combo. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. Throws out a projectile. Parries the projectile. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Are we gonna see a comeback? Burnout activates. Player 1 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Bops him with a target combo. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Down to the wire. Were they baiting them into that? A drive impact. Doesn't miss a beat. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be... just goes for it at this range. Flashes him. It's a good spot to use the super. Yo, are they actually dead? And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. Player 2 proved to be the victor in that mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Checks him with the projectile. Sticks the jump in. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Combo with the target combo. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Gets the knockdown, and now throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. takes a big gamble and rips a KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Misses the drive impact. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Still scrapping for control of the space. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. A quick breather. Barely. Ooh! There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. One chance here may end this match. Player 1 in there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Hits him with a stop and pop. Quick dashing. Excellent dang woo, what a smart throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. With super below. Okay, here we go. Nothing stops this train. Player 1 needs to weaken more fuel to the fire. Hook him up. There's the burnout. Oh, here we go. Connects with the throw. Are we gonna see it come? Closes it out. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Oh, says no to the impact. Decides to meet them in the air. Combo with the target combo. Backs them into the corner. What are they thinking? Player 1 down to the wire. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Lots of aggression from both sides. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Player 2 creates a good, this is a huge chance to make them feel it. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown, KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out. Oh! Picture perfect punish counter. Closes the gap. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Brushes that off and keeps going. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Barely blocks the jump low, heavy, but no go. A quick breather. KO! Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Check. Oh! Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Forward throw to continue the pressure. Next up, Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Can they outlast it? Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
There's an overdrive on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Had the radar up and running. Both fighters want to establish, brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Top two's out of the quick dash. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Experiencing burnout. How will they utilize this? Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Bring in the heat. Scared money don't make no money. Spins it all for the Shinryu Ripper. Player 1 blocks they can use closes with the throw, hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 2 proves to be the victor in that mirror match.
A new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Beginning of
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Decides to go in with the target combo. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Trips him up. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Combo with the target combo. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. The quarter gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're still feeling each other out, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Medium kick hits. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Closes with the throw, hitting them with the smart stuff.
right.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Low heavy, but no go. How's this? Jumps in. There's a burnout. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. This might be a pin. Crowns him from above. Amazing. Knocked him out of the air. Player in with the crossover. The Jinrai? This is gonna hurt. What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Uncomfortable space. Oh! Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, burnout on both sides? Throws them to negate the block. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Neither fighter plus super art. Quick dashing. KO. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Who's going to start things off? Player 1 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Uses the gauge for a super art. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 1 will need to play it concert connects with the throw. Grounds them from above. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Oh man, this is a scare. This can lead to some big closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Goes for the throw. Knockdown. The throw misses. Lots of aggression from both sides. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Not so fast. Combo with the target combo. Reads their mind and takes the throw. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Look at the damage they could pump out with the combo. Things are heating up. They need to rely on their instincts here. There's a wall slap. In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Opts to create space to start. Flashes them. Combo with the target combo. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Closes the gap. Looking to impress with this super. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Charges in with authority. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Player 1 chases them down. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Taking stock. Gets the jump in. Neither of them willing to back off here. Can't tech the throw. Knockdown. Well-timed corner switch. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. They've been pushed into the wall. Gets them. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Superb reactions on display. Dashes up. Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Jumps in. Flushes that off and keeps going. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. What'll happen here? Player 2, oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Max SA gauges. Unbelievable, what a smart blow. A quick breathe. Raw super hard incoming. Time to reassess the situation. Barely throws them. A lot of pressure building up here. Player 1 can't let this simmer. A daring impact to wrap up the round. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps in. Still plenty of time left. Nice read with the cannon spike. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 is looking at anti-air in the clutch. An excellent block. throws him. Both top raw super art incoming. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious, solid anti-air. Turns out, connects with the throw. Player 2, man, they couldn't leave that unpunished. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. How's this? Jump? Still very early in the round. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? There's a corner switch. Still slugging it out here. Throws him down. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What are they thinking here? From up above. Sticks the combo. Life lead opens up. They exchange blows. Finishes with the throw. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on. Oh! And were they baiting them into that? It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 1 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Going in, full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Medium kick, experiencing burnout. Player 2 has the chance to, this is gonna hurt. Both fighters planning something? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? What's next? Player 1 can't use any drive, a rare chance here. They gotta do something. Machine drive, dashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Sit down and shut up! That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps up, hits him with a stopping bomb. Strings it all together. What's going to follow the combo? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Takes a trip. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Knockdown. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Taking stock. How's this? Let's get through. The super armor does its job. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 chases them down. Heading into the end game now. Goes for the super art? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Experiencing burnout. Hits him for the stun. KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Hits him with a stopping block. Jumps up. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. And his speed on full display. It's the Delta Red Assault. Ooh, let's go. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 will look to apply pressure, experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect? That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
A new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Parries the attack and... A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Takes a trip. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Are they trying to beat out the jump? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. The pace is slowed considerably. Who will make the first move? Knockdown. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Not a perfect parry, but I'll take it. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Grabs them. That throw will do some good damage. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters planning something? Smart play with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Both hit them with a stop and bop. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Burnout activate.
Bring in the heat.
Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Rip off.
Bet that hurt.
Lands the super. Time will punch him hard. Throws them. Amazing. Player 1 can't use it. There's a burnout. Closing moments of the match. Flatlines them. Player 1 made all the right moves.
Try to stop it. Fire it up. Fire it up. Get off. Coming at ya. Bring in the heat.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing, if they can't escape this KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Just hold your breath. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. That combo did decent damage. Jumps in. Side switch in the corner. Steals back a chance. Jump. Anthony. What'll happen here? Looking for a chance. The throw missed. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. What's the next move? Blocking that drive into perfect KO. They were in full control there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Gets a risky buff in. Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Plenty of health. Full all the throw connects. Jumps, crowns them from above. Okay, here we go. Pokes with a kick. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Quick step forward connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player 1 can't. The drive impact doesn't work. Ugh, take a seat. This is gonna hurt. Critical arts. What? Drive impact. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Chiku-sen! Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Decides to meet them in the air. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Parries the attack and what's the play here? Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Gets out of the corner. The jump-in is denied. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Nice! Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Going in, jumps up. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Natsu's out of the quick dash. Burnout activates. Drops him hard. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. This can lead to some big damage. Super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. The Kaisen Dankai Ranku connect. They're gonna score huge damage off this. Slams the super, crowns him from above. Solid anti-air. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Both stop. Whoa! Critical art now. Come on now, let me hear you scream. Deep for you. Red pow.
I've had enough.
Kansas tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Quick medium turns out. A jump in? Gets him with a Euro step. What are they gonna do? They are done! I've seen a lot of fights in my day.
First online. Fighting ground. Arcade online. Casual match. Versus. Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The grab misses. Gets the jump in. Was looking for that jump attack. Life lead opens up. Tries to catch him up with the arc step. Knockdown. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. What's the next move? Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has depleted their drive lead, but they are still within range in there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jumps up, They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 2 chases them down. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Confirms the Bushin Ninja Star Cypher. The damage and attack boost off this will really tip things in their favor. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will need to use their meter here wisely. Solid anti-air. Excellent block. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. In there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Jump. Barely blocks the jump in. Hits him with a stop and pop. They choose to spend the meter to up the deck more. Fuel for the fire. Cook them up. Cook them some hot and spicy damage with the Bushin beat. This is gonna hurt. Bolt knock raw super hard incoming. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Turns out. What now? What a finish! Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Online. Casual match. Versus online casual match. Casual match. Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The command grab doesn't make it. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Goes for a driver. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Takes a trip. Solid combo. Checks them with a projectile. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Reads them. Target locked and scoop. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. The kick hits! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Reaches out with the lightning kicks. Can't tech the throw, hits them with a stop and pop. Player 1, the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Sneaks in above. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? Untouchable. impetuous, impregnable, and perfect.
Chun-Li.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Round one.
They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Checking their opponent. Gets a chance at that jump in. Nothing but air for the impact. Whiffing a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Taking stock. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. That drive impact doesn't get through. Feeling out the spacing. Got their eye on the air. What'll happen here? Experiencing burnout. That drive impact is blocked. Player 1, a thunderous drive impact to close the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Reads them. Target locked and scoop. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. A quick breather. Grabs and throws him away. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Brushes that off and keeps going. Jumps. Burnout activates. Knockdown and player 1. How will they utilize this? This is gonna hurt. Spinning bird kick. A real test of nerves here. Not much life left, but their drive you clutch in there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Fires without warning. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Plenty of health. This can lead to some big damage. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Out of range. Relatively safe. Player 1 has a drive impact misses. Close range projectile. Pumps him hard. What's next? Forward rush. Vintage. Lightning. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Player 2. That's how you close it out. What a beast. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rebound. Hits them with a stop and pop. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Backs them into the corner. Knockdown. Goes for the super art. Burnout is triggered, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Medium kick. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Player 2 springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1, smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. Hits them with a stop and block. Target locked and scoop. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Throws a fireball. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. This is a turning point. They got connects with the throw. Forward rush. Are we gonna see a come critical? What's gonna happen? In there. That was a clinic on how a solid move.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. That attack landed for a counter hit. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Brushes that off and keeps going. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Target locked and scoop. What'll happen here? Experiencing burnout. Blocks it. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. A quick breather adds a bit of OD spice there. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. Pokes with a medium kick. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this rate. Clutch, anti-air. Watching each other shrugs that off. Target locked and scoop. It's too much. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Fires off in overdrive. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach? Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Goes low. Breaks the block with a throw. Knockdown and... One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Target locked and scoop. Ups the damage on that by opting to go anti-air in the clutch. Not much life left, but their drive usage makes it burns out. What are they gonna do? Oh, the throw connects. Switch sides. Genius read with that throw escape. Flatlines them. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Jinrai kick for him, brushes that off and keeps going. Target locked and scoop. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arc. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super arc. The jump-in is throws them. That throw will do some good damage. Reads the jump-in perfectly. Player 2 is dangerously close to running out of time. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Wait, what? Are they actually dead?
Let's go!
Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a way to close it out! Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Saw him coming and goes for the Boris anti-air. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arc. Grabs him. Good work staying in throw range there. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Throws him to negate the block. Takes a trip. Absorbs the attack and fires back. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Burnout activates. Will this super art connect? This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Immediate jump in. Bops him with a target combo. takes them all the way to the corner with that. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Hits him with a stopping block. Headbutt. Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? Going in? A super art? But that's gonna leave him rattled. Brings him, it's too much. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Absorb lands a punish counter for the first hit. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Will this decision pay off for them? A comeback's going to be tough now. Can they do it? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Taking stock. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 is gonna have to wait, but goes for the super art. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Player 1 chases them down. This is a critical point of the round. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive game. Now's the time. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Hits them with a stopping block. Were they baiting them into that? That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Burnout activates. Here comes the corner. Reach out and hug him. Ugh, puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive. This can lead to some big damage. All the throw connects. Will this super art do anything? Still alive? Still alive?
Let's go!
Hanging by a thread. Just need one final push. They are done! Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Brushes that off and keeps going. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Gets the counter in. Knockdown. Neither of KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Absorb lands a punish counter for the first hit. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Blocks the impact. You can block impact, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Goes low. Gets the jump in. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Then uses the gauge for a super art. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. It's too much! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Casual match. new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Gotta do round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Low heavy. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Finding it tricky to manage their drive. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jump! Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They were expecting that drive impact. Knockdown and... burnout activates. Experiencing burnout. Using KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Staves out the cross-up. Track that jump nicely. Blocks the jump in. No good up high. All right. The super armor does its job. Life lead opens up, heats it up with a combo into super. Next hit will end the perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? What'll happen here? Burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Smart play with the throw. Drive usage is back on the table. Goes low. Player 1 will look to apply KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Overdrive Hadouken. The last round. It's now or never. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player 2 needs to experiencing burnout. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Oh, here we go. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Gets the reversal. Oh no! Critical art now? Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Ryu can get ND and whooping ass to work. They're in range. Weak distance leads to something. What a finish! Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps in. Time's the only thing moving here. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Jumps. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Jumps up. Good job blocking the jump in. Up tap to close it. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Had the radar up and running. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Takes a trip. They just won't stop switching sides. Steals back a chance. Denies the jump in. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it. Shrugs that over. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a way to close it out! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Anti-air in the clutch! Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Somehow manages excellent block. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. They're sitting on a full super art gauge now. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Blast that off! Player 2 not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that stick. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up.
Over nothing!
The real test of nerves here. Spends the meter. Overdrive gets them in the air. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The low. Medium kick hits. Jumps up. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit up. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Life lead opens up, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Taking stock. Next hit will end the round. Goes for the invincible special. They were confident that would hit.
Round 2.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Projectile to try and change the situation. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Looking for a chance. Gets the jump in. Knockdown and... medium kick. A quick breather. Goes for a risky overdrive. Throws a fireball. What'll happen here? Player 1 hits him with a stop and vibe. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a fair, uses the gauge for a super arm. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Casual match. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? All right, first round. What's going to happen? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Starts with a jump in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Decides to go in with the target combo. The combo's there. What's the play here? The pace is slowed considerably. Who will make the first move? Does a good job of pushing back. Throws him. What's next? Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Tries to catch him out with the arc stamp. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of put that away. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Still slugging it out at this range. What'll happen? Hits him with a stopping bomb. Matt looking to impress with this super. The Kaisen Dankadanku connects. They're gonna score huge damage off this. Player 1 hit, drives, impact, misses. Amazing! This is gonna hurt. Player 2 uses that wall pressure. Player 1 faced a giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Jumps up, decides to meet them in the air. Decides to puff up while they can. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player and a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Takes a trip. Did well to get the buff in there. Holds out with a block. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive game, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Finishes with the throw. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Ooh! There's the impact! Not letting that go unpunished. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Jumps in. Breaks the block with a throw. Avoids getting stuck in the good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
That felt good, didn't it?
Oh, willing to risk it for the overdrive. There's the burnout. Goes to the air. Player 2, a fireball at that range? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This can lead to some big damage. There, ooh, what a smart blow. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Drops him hard. Drops that off. Oh, they changed sides. Grounds them from above. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. This is the time to believe in your abilities. What's next? They push and wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them
Casual match.